Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all good on today? I'm tickling myself, y'all. Yeah, I was just saying, hey, I small talk. I did have a vision when I woke up. I can't remember it though. My kids, I'm like, let y'all mama sleep. I couldn't, cause I was just woken up abruptly out of my sleep, and it throw off everything I'm seeing. Like I don't have time to process nothing. It's like I jump in, and it's not there. And today was one of those days. I'm like, that distraction again. But today was one of those days. I'm like, I can't get no sleep. My daughter up. My daughter was up today. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. She got school today. And she got school, and then she coming in the room. Oh, mom, I want to read a book 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, you finna go, like, do you gotta read a book now? Can I just get my sleep? Oh, mom, I just want to read a book. You on your way to school, but it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and you talking about reading a book, like, huh? Woo, I ain't getting no sleep today. So I'm like, the enemy, I don't know what was going on today. Today was just not normal. Like, it wasn't normal at all. And then my other daughter, she trying to pack, because I noticed that I do pack my kids' lunch for school. Like, I'm like, okay, I pack their lunch for school. I'm like, but they need to learn how to pack their own lunch. But ever since I tell them to pack their lunch, don't nobody pack nothing for school. So when I'm packing their lunch, they like, oh yeah, mom, give me this, give me that. Put this in there. But when I tell them, okay, y'all pack your own lunch, don't nobody want to even put the energy into even packing a lunch. So today alone, my daughter talking about out of the blue, just talking about reading a book. 5 o'clock in the morning, you going to school talking about reading a book. The other daughter, she like, mama, can you pack my lunch? I want to take, because I had cooked some chicken. She like, I want to take some chicken to school that you had packed. I said, go pack it. Just go put it in the food container. Just do whatever you trying to do with it to do it. Guess what? She ain't even take it to school. So if they want me to put the time and energy into packing their lunch, but they don't want to put time and energy into packing and doing their own lunches. None of them. So I was like, well, you know what? I said, I pack their lunch because maybe that's creating memories. Another distraction, maybe. I said, maybe, just to create the memory, I just do this. They can be like, oh, my mom packed my lunch. So I said, I keep packing their lunches because they don't even go pack. They'll tell me anything they want to put in their lunch, but when I tell them put whatever y'all want in y'all lunches, they don't pack their lunch. So I ain't really sleep good because I was just woke up this morning thinking about the what my friend told me when I was young, when I was real young. He told me that he had this vision about me, and he said in the vision everything was dead, and he was like, you bring everything back to life. He's like, everything around was just dead, and he was excited. So I don't even know what he saw and what he was excited about, but this is what he's telling me, that he had dreamed. Because when we were real young, I was still extremely spiritual. Like I was very yeah. I was so in tune with everything going on back then. Stuff I seen back then still happening now, and some stuff ain't even happened yet. So I used to have these dreams and revelations, and it was this one person, this one guy. He could translate all my dreams. Like he knew everything, what everything meant. He'd be like, "Oh, you seen this?" Like he knew. Like I didn't have a need for a translator when I was younger, because God sent this one person who could translate every single dream. And so that's how we became close, because I had these dreams. And I'd be like, what this mean? What that mean? And it seemed like he was tired from just trying to translate my dreams would physically drain him. Like translating my dreams would just drain him. So every time he have a dream, he'd be like, huh? And the dream never stopped. But one vision that this person had, he was just telling me, and he was just like, you know what? He's like, everything was dead. He's like, but when you appear everything, you brought everything back to life. But he ain't never get into no detail. But in the dream, it was 3 things he said was dead. And he said, and you brought it back to life. And he was just happy. He was just like, man, you know. That's how he was. And I'm like, dog, what you see? That's how I was looking at him. Because I never seen the vision, so I don't even know what he saw. But when he saw what he saw pertaining to me, he was just excited. He was like, "Man, you doing it." Da, 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 da. You know, that's how he was talking. So I was just like, "What you see?" And he like, "He'll be dead." He like, "And you'll bring it back to life. Like, you will bring it back to life." He said, "But the stuff was dead." That's how he was talking. You know, that's his dream. I don't know what he saw, but it stuck with me. The vision that he had about the dead. And then my daughter recently, she was texting me and she was like, God was telling me, pretty much the same thing. Like, you got the ability to bring dead things back to life. Like dead things, not just like people, but dead things like dead situations and stuff like that. Like stuff that just ain't, he like, that's what you do. So, like, even with my kids, I know the power of my tongue. So I speak everything that they gonna do. I'm like, what you wanna do? Okay, this what you finna do. And I speak it, and everything happens to, like, once I speak it. So that's why with my kids, I set the bar high. I don't be like, okay, that. I'm like, okay, this is what you finna do. And I just speak it, and then everything come find me. Just like all these articles is coming to find me, because I spoke on some stuff that just not even in nothing about nothing. I spoke on Tyler the Creator in the video. I spoke on Batman. I spoke on Yo Gabba Gabba. And I spoke on Sonic. And I'm just randomly just talking. And all these news is just now everything popping up with Tyler the Creator. And then you got stuff with Batman. He making history right now. After I spoke, now he finna make history. Now they finna give him his own fame walk. So I'm tickled, y'all. That's how I be everywhere I go. Like sometimes me and my kid, we'll be talking about stuff. Everything I talk about, it within a week, 2 weeks, we'll see something pertaining to any and everything. It don't matter how old, it don't matter what's going on. Like, as soon as I say something about something, it'll be something related, something attached to what I said that'll come back. And we'll be like, this going on. And it be so, like, instant, like, it's like immediate. I say something, I might even mention something back, boom, they right there. They right there. I'm like, shoot, you would hate to have a conversation with me, won't it? Yeah. So they bring back to life. It's kind of sticking to me now. It's like popping back up out of my subconscious. It's dropping back down. So yeah. So that's why I was posting all that, like, power of my words. That's why even when I get mad, I can't speak nothing against nobody. Like, even with my enemies and people that have done me wrong, I cannot speak death on them. Like, I would not say, I be like, shoot, God, I don't wish death on nobody, but shoot, just leave me alone. Just find something. All they need to do is just find something to do with their time and leave me alone. But these people seem like they got too much time on their hands. And God, He gonna let you just, He giving you chance to figure out something else to do. But but then God gonna step in at a certain point. Like, you keep nitpicking. You out here just nitpicking with people. God gonna give you chance, then God just gonna come in and shut it all down. So I'm just like, well, y'all find something to do with y'all time. Because if you don't find nothing to do with your time, God is gonna find something to do with your time. Just find something to do with y'all time out here, y'all. So yeah. So I'm kind of tickled. I'm like, can I talk about anything? Like, everything I talk about. I told my kids at work, I was like, y'all be careful at work now. And then at a certain point, they was getting harassed. Like, it was so extreme. I was just like, do your manager like you? I don't even be at work with them. And I'm telling them stuff about stuff going on while I'm at home. I ain't even there. Yeah. But the way I talk, it's just like, oh, right there. I'm like, what is going on at your job? That's what I tell my daughter. I'm like, what is going on at y'all job? Why is this dude doing it? I said, do he like you? Like, do this manager? I was like, just, what is going on? I ain't even there. But the way I'm talking, you would think I was right there with him. I ain't even there. And then they like, Mama, I don't know, Mama. Then they'll break down everything. But I'm talking like because I'm seeing it. So, yeah. So, I'm just tickled, smile talking, just chopping it up. This morning, I did have a vision, and it was dealing with something that was dead that came back to life. So, I did a little post. I was talking about being dead stuff coming back to life. God ain't got me there yet. Well, He want me to just open myself up to people anyway. Like, he ain't got me there yet. Like, I'm still on my journey, still growing, still trying to, just take it on levels wherever God feel like. When he say you ready, then that's when I'm ready. But with my kids, I do speak in everything that need to happen to them. So I speak everything that need to go on. That's what it's gonna be. I don't care how big. I make it bigger than what it need to. Where the sky's the limit. So whatever I say, it's really no limit to what I'm saying. But to people around me, they might be thinking like, "Woo, that's too far fetched." But me, I know the power of my tongue. I know the power of what I speak. The power of the tongue. I know this. So I'm finna speak and I'm finna set this bar so high. I'll be like, tell my daughter, I'm like, okay. One of my daughters, she extremely tall. The one that did that traffic video, she's extreme. She taller than her big sisters. And she the little sister. Yeah, the one that did that traffic video, she 10 years old. Her feet bigger than my feet. She bigger than, I ain't gonna say she, because she's, she's tall. She's like real tall. So I always talk about her legs. I be like, look, God gave you those long legs. You probably be running. I be like, God gave you those long legs. You probably be playing basketball. You probably be modeling. You probably be swimming. I said, you probably be doing everything with them legs. Cause she's so tall. And I'm always telling her all this stuff she probably be doing because she's so tall. I'm like, God gave you the legs, so he wants you to swim. What she be doing? He wants you swimming. You basketball model. Like, it ain't no limit with them legs you got now. You can be cheerleading. You do all that. You got the legs for it now. That's what I be telling her. So I'm working to make some things happen. Some big things happen for her. I'm working to I just speak in the big stuff that's gonna come my way anyway, y'all. So with that one and them legs, I'm like, we finna do some stuff. We finna do some stuff with this one. So I got so yeah, so I be took and she be listening and she be looking, but I'm like, you hear what I'm saying, don't you? Because it's finna, that's what it's gonna be. I be trying to get her ready mentally for what's coming though. Come here. Come on, get ready for this. Because it's something huge finna be going on with you now. So come on. Yeah, y'all. So, y'all just speaking small talking. But today I did have a vision. And it's kind of vague. I can't really remember too much. Because it just seemed like anything that could wake me up out of my sleep was waking me up out of my sleep all morning. So I'm probably going to end up going back to sleep. So I don't know if God going to show me something when I go to sleep this time around. But, you remember that movie iRobot? And you remember how he got pushed? The person that made iRobot, the scientist, he got pushed over the ledge and he died. So in the vision I had, it seemed like that was the same type of death. Like somebody got pushed over a ledge. And I was looking, I was like, man, he dead. Like he dead. That's what I was looking at and saying in the vision, like, it's no way he could have survived this. Like, he is dead. This is what I'm saying in the vision when I'm looking at this person who was kind of like, I don't know if he was kind of pushed over the ledge. So this person that pushed over a ledge, and the way he fell and his impact, I'm like, he dead. That's why I said. So then later on in the vision, I was doing something. I see the same guy that was dead. He walking around. I'm like, how is he even walking around? That dude, the way he fell, there's no way he could be walking around right now. Like, how did he come? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm asking myself all these questions about, he dead. So how he living? How he walking around alive right now? This is what I'm seeing in the vision, and this is what everything is wrapped around. It was some other stuff going on. Like I said, my kid disrupted me. But I was talking about this dead and death and bringing stuff back to life. And God said, like even in the spiritual sense, just anything that's dead in your life, just bring it back to life. And then I'm looking, I have a vision of this person who died, who actually came back to life some kind of way. And I'm like, how? That's what I was saying. But my kids, they were just waking me up throughout all this. So I didn't even get to go through the whole vision and even see what was going on. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. So, God said we prophesy in part. So you're going to see bits and pieces. God say, for me, I don't even feel guilty about it because I try to use my own interpretation for what I see. Like, I really do be trying to, okay, what do this mean? Like, and sometimes maybe I'm thinking too hard. Maybe just what I see is what it is, and I'm just trying to go too deep with it, maybe. But when it comes to prophecy and prophecy and stuff like that, part of the prophets and prophecy is, even through the Holy Spirit reveal stuff, but then at a certain point, you got your own interpretation of based on what you got going on and aligning it with what you think it might possibly be with certain stuff. And that's how it is with me. Like, certain stuff, it just seems like it be open for interpretation. So I don't ever feel bad about it. I'm like, well, this is what I'm getting out of it. Like when I was telling y'all about the married lady, and it seemed like she was miserable. And I said in the vision, all I kept saying was go. Like, yeah. Like, that's my interpretation of it. Based on what I'm seeing, everything going on, this is my interpretation. Somebody broke this down about prophets and stuff like that. And he was just saying, like, back in the day, before Christ, the prophets heard directly from God. The prophets heard directly from God. So they really couldn't get it wrong because the direct contact. Like, it was just direct contact. Like, this is what it is. So it wasn't no room for interpretation, so to speak. But now, since Christ died, you got the Holy Spirit, and it's room for interpretation in between all of this. You got interpretation, and you got to factor all that in. So this is different than old time prayer. The old time prophet, this new prophecy and prophets coming in, they're kind of dealing with this interpretation of what I see type stuff going on. So I don't see. I feel like I'm on point. I feel like I'm on point. If it like that, sure, and it's 04 interpretation, I can say and take it how I want. Okay. I can take full advantage of this. So, and that's what I do. So, I know I was looking at a lady, and she was giving her near-death experience. She was saying that, she went to heaven, and she was saying something about Jesus. Some near-death experience, I think Satan, like I said, he loved to play this mental mind game, and he loved to create this fake paradise. And these people who probably think they, like, I don't know, but if I hear a near-death experience and they don't exalt Christ or God in a near-death experience, I don't listen to it. It's like it's wherever you will probably a false paradise outside. Because if you don't exalt Christ or God, and you done had a near-death experience, but they not exalted in your revelation or whatever you got going on, that's my cue right there. That's my context clue. That's what I'm listening for. So this lady was talking, and she was just saying, she had a near-death experience, and she said God was showing her something, and she said she just didn't understand, and she was just saying, this is what she's saying. And she was just saying that Jesus, he really take it serious about you like knowing the meaning of what it means, so to speak. Like, he really just take, like he really wants you just to get the understanding of what this means. And she was just saying, like, he really just put a lot into you getting the meaning of whatever it is going on. And when she said that, I was like, shoot, God, Jesus, I think I've been messing these vision revelations up. I'm trying, though. Like, I'm really trying. But the way she said it, I was like, shoot, he what? Because I don't know about that one right there. This stuff kind of confusing. So, yeah. So, when she was saying it, I was just tickled about all that. Because I'm like, shoot. I'm just going to do it the way I've been doing it. And just giving this is what I feel based on what I saw. And some of the stuff that, but I guess as I grow though, it might be more clear for me, because now it's just kind of like a blur type thing going on. And I'm just like, it's just blurry, so to speak. I guess I might need to just keep on till the Holy Spirit make it clear because what I see is what I see, but in the spiritual, it's just like, what did I just see? Like, this dude, he looked like he was pushed off a ledge or something, dead. Then I look around, this same dude walking around like, nah. That's how I was in the vision. But with other stuff going on too that I need to pay attention to. But it's on the distractions. And today it was just the kids. Never did my daughter wake up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning talking about I want to read and we finna ready to go to school. Like never. My other daughter talking about mama pack me some food. When I tell her to pack the food, I never get packed. Like never. So yeah, y'all. I'ma let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all day. Cause I'm really finna go to sleep. Like my eyes feel heavy. I don't know how they looking, but they feel heavy right now. So I know I'm finna get ready to go to sleep. The way they woke me up, it just seemed like it just drained me out, so to speak. It just seemed like maybe the way I woke up and it wasn't just like, ooh, like it was just like a work like that. It seemed like it just pulled the energy out of me the way I woke up today with them. Yeah. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all day today. That's all I was really speaking on. Yeah. Y'all enjoy y'all day today. But I was speaking on because I was up like 3 o'clock in the morning when I was sending texts and I was talking, and for some reason something just going back to this bringing dead things to life, so to speak, like resurrection. Like a resurrection, so to speak. So it's even spiritual resurrection. Like something could be dead in your life, like like dead, like something you trying to pursue is just dead right now. It just need to come back, like that. So it's deeper than just a physical death. But then for me to go straight into a vision where I'm seeing a physical death and a coming back from that death, it all just like aligned up. And then even with me having just these random conversations, speaking about off-topic type stuff, and then all this stuff come right back to me in the news. I'm like, ain't no way, because I talk about stuff that just like all the way off the radar, all the way off, and then boop. Even with my kids and stuff, it be stuff all the way off the radar, and then boop, there it go. There goes something about what I just spoke, and we didn't have a conversation about it. So at this point, I'm like, it's no coincidence that every single thing that I spoke on was in the news this week. Tyler the Creator, and this off the radar type stuff. I even spoke on Batman. I was like, Batman, and they talking about some, ooh, Batman. He gonna be the first non-fictional character that's gonna be on the the Walk of Fame. We gonna do Batman. He the first one. And then I spoke on Yo Gabba Gabba. And then I saw an article, just a random article, just pop up out of nowhere. It's talking about Yo Gabba Gabba. I'm like, nah. Yo Gabba Gabba was dead. When I spoke on Yo Gabba Gabba came back to life. Batman was dead. Then I'm speaking on Batman, then boom, there go Batman, boop. He back in the news again. Yeah. So I'm just looking at it, and then I was just tickled about, just thinking our way back to what my friend was saying about, the vision that he had. And I don't even know the dynamics, but he said with 3 things that had died, he's like, it was 3 things that were dead. He said, and you brought all those things back to life. He said, everything that was died or dead, so I don't even know the vision that God even gave him. But this was when we was kids. This is what he was telling me. This is what he telling me, and we was kids, and he was excited. He was just like, girl, you doing it. And I was like, what is you talking about? Because I don't know the vision. God still ain't gave me the vision, so I don't know what he saw. But it excited him, and then he was just telling me what he was seeing. I was like, oh, okay. I brought what was dead that I would bring back to life, and he was telling me some of the stuff that had died that I was actually bringing back to life. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all day, be safe. And so I know this video long, that's why I'm looking like, because what's coming to me was my daughter that died. So I had a daughter that died, and God, he kind of gave me a revelation, because all this death and dead come to me, but now what's dropping in my subconscious, now my daughter is what's coming in her. First it was all the vision and dreams and stuff, and all this dead stuff coming. Now it's my daughter. So I had a vision. I mean, when I was pregnant, God kind of me, I would say with my 4th daughter number 4, because I kept saying 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. I would keep saying these 4s, and now I'm talking to you how daughter number 4 died. Daughter number 4 died. And so when daughter number 4, when I was pregnant, God said, I'm going to have to take your daughter. And he told me why. He told me all this other stuff. So I was like, okay. So I never really, I told the doctor, I said, she ain't going to live. And they was like, well, I ain't never had no death on me. You know, I said, she ain't going to live. So at the whole pregnancy, I was trying to get her cut out. Like, I was just like, cut out, because she ain't going to live. So, and they was like, well, we got to have a reason. We ain't got no reason. You got to have a medical reason to get cut. You can't just, you know, that's what they were saying. Like, you can't just request a C-section. Like, you have to have, like, complications for us to even go through with it. I said, well, she ain't going to live. And the whole time, like, just cut out. I'm like, what's the earliest that I could carry before you set it up? So I was just getting on their nerves. So at a certain point, they finally was like, okay, we're going to go on and schedule you to have a C-section. Like, we're just gonna go and cut it out because the baby's already full term in you. So even though you not your full, even though you not out, you know, the duration of your pregnancy, the size of the baby is already there. Like, she's already a full term baby in you. So they was like, we'll just go on scheduling. So that's what they were doing. So while they was doing this, while they was planning this, which means I had 6 girls total. So with all my kids, never had no boys, 6 girls total, all girls. God never gave me a boy, just all girls. Even the girl that God took was a girl. So I had 6 girls total. So yeah, so in this process, y'all, I go to the doctor. And when they finna schedule the C-section, like, I was like, get her out because she's not gonna live. So I'm like, get her out. And so they finally agreed. Like, I finally convinced my doctor to schedule it. So when he scheduled the C-section, by the time they finna, like, get everything together, they check the heartbeat. They like, she ain't got no heartbeat. So they telling me she ain't got no heartbeat. So when they tell me she ain't got no heartbeat, they like, go home. Because at this point, when they tell me she ain't got no heartbeat, I'm like, I don't want to get cut. I said, if it's something that's gonna bring life into the world, cut me. I said, but if she dead, I was like, oh, C-section off the table. I said, I ain't doing no C-section. So that's what I told him. So at this point, my doctor was like, well, we gonna try to figure out what we can and can't do as far as getting this baby out of you, because the baby is dead in you right now. So the doctor was like, we just gonna send you home till we can figure out how to do this, because you saying that C-section is just off the table, like you just not gonna go through with it. So they sent me home with a dead baby. So I'm full term, like I'm walking around like this, my stomach all the way out. She dead. And so my mom and them thought that they was gonna admit me. So when I come out to the waiting room, everybody is gone. They done went home because they done told me the baby dead, so they went home like, okay, they finna keep them. And I'm calling them back. I'm like, y'all gotta come back get me because they sending me home. So at this point, I was telling my daddy, everybody, I'm like, well, they said the baby heartbeat stopped, So my daddy went and prayed. My daddy got the same gift I got. So my daddy went and prayed because they sent me home with the baby with no heartbeat, nothing. They like, go back home. And I'm like, y'all. So they sent me home. I tell my daddy and my mama and everybody, I'm like, well, they saying the baby heartbeat stopped, like the baby heart stopped. But I really wasn't pressing it because I knew what God told me at the beginning of this pregnancy. Like, I already knew this. So I never really pressed it. So I tell my mom and dad, my dad, he go pray my dad to come back. My daddy was like, God said he'll bring your baby back to life. Like, your baby ain't, like, he'll change this situation. And then my dad was, just telling me this stuff. But it was just so much stuff going on. It was no way I could zoom in on what my dad was telling me. Telling me that God was telling him. So God had gave him some instructions to tell me while I was pregnant and stuff like that. And I just was like, because it was so much going on. So at this point, I went over to my mom and dad's house. And at this point, they were just hungry. They just got real hungry. So they got so hungry. They were like, well, Sheena, we'll be back. We finna go get something to eat. So in the process, as soon as they said they were going to get something to eat, my water break. So my water break in the house, like my water break, and boom, I'm in full labor. So at this point, as soon as they leave, like yeah. So as soon as they leave to go get something to eat, when they come back, boom, I'm in full labor. Like the water broke. So I'm like, y'all gonna have to get me back to the hospital because my water just broke. So when I go to the hospital, because I already told them don't cut me. So I told them don't cut me, whatever. My water break. You know, I don't have a heartbeat, but the water and stuff break, and I'm in full labor. I get to the back to the hospital, and you know, they already know that it's no heartbeat, but I'm in full labor. So they had to like set everything up like a full labor, and so I end up delivering the baby like no with nothing. Like I was like, don't even give me no mess. Look, I was like, I don't want no medicine, no nothing. So this baby right here was 100% natural, no nothing. Like just push it out. Because I was like, for one, I ain't trying to be cut. And the first thing they were trying to do was suggest for me to cut. I'm like, I don't want to get cut. And then at that point, I went to full labor. Within when they told me, you know, when they told me what was going on, I was like, I don't get cut for none dead. Like, if this baby dead, do not cut it out of me. We're gonna figure out another option. At that point, I went to full labor. So my water breaking, you know, and I had to just go through the whole process, and I just ended up pushing the baby out or whatever. But this is with no medicine. It was a full term baby because this baby was big. Like, this baby was huge, and it was already full term. So at that point, the doctors were trying to figure out, well, how did she die? So they wanted me to do an autopsy. Like at this point, I was like, I don't want no autopsy. I said, because God had already told me that he was going to take her. I said, and so it's no reason to even do the autopsy. Like, for what? But they don't have I still had the peace, y'all. I still had the peace. And it just, this story is just taking me back to even my daddy was like, yeah, Shana, God saying he'll change the outcome of what you got going on right now. He said he already he gave you clearance. He said, but at this point I was just like, it is what it is. I'm going to let this be, you know. I'm going to let this be. So I never really pushed the issue or nothing like that. And that's just what that was right there. And God just said a lot of stuff had to happen. And this was just something that just had to happen to get me where I needed to be. Like this is what he had to do to get me to grow spiritually with where I need to go. But I noticed in this process, you know, like death and stuff like that, like, I think that's another distraction. Boop. I don't know though. But during this process, I noticed this. God told me, one of the revelations he gave me dealing with my daughter and her death was, in order to experience death, you got to deal with death. That's what he told me. I don't know the context of what's all wrapped up in this death, but he said in order to experience, you got to deal with it. And so I noticed that, you know, even when people die, because I had a daughter that died, they'll listen to me. They won't listen to other, excuse me, these people would not listen to other people. But when I be like, I had a daughter that died, they be like, ooh, what you got to say? But other people come up to them, they ain't gonna listen to them. They is not listening to them. But the fact that they know that I had a daughter that died, they be like, okay, you know, like it seems like they can connect to me and with me better, I guess, so to speak. So it's just so much wrapped up in it. And then I was just thinking about that. And even with my kids, I speak everything to them. I be like, what? Everything. I just speak it. I speak it and it's gonna happen. And in everything. I guess even with me. Like it's nothing off the table, really. I be like, what I want to do? Motorcycle, boom, ride motorcycle. Like any everything. Like I ain't have no knowledge of motorcycle, none whatsoever. And boop, there it goes. Some dead brought back to life. Some dead that now alive. Me ride motorcycle. That's one of them. That's fun though. That whole experience and everything is just fun and wrapped around there. Cause I ain't know nothing about nothing. And I was like, motorcycles. I see myself riding motorcycles. And that's what it was. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all day. But that's what come to me, my daughter now. Like the story behind my daughter come to me a little bit. So I'm speaking on that. But even with that being said, and even with them telling me it was no heartbeat, at that point, God still had the door open for me to pick and choose what I want to do with it. Like if I want to pursue it, or if I want to just let it be. Like it was just a oh, I could pick whichever path I wanted to pick dealing with that situation, which was gonna take me on 2 different paths. Either I was gonna let her die, which I did. That's the path I chose. Or I was gonna go through the process spiritually, and he was gonna bring her back, and he was gonna give her a heartbeat and let her live. And that was gonna be a whole different outcome, and my life was gonna take a whole different direction here she lived. So that was the crossroad that I was at. It wasn't a right or wrong. I just picked, this is the route I'm gonna go, and this the route I took in the process. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all day. Y'all be safe.